And like the attendance on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday would be like 40% higher.
Interesting.
Even like one of the things we're working on now, like, because I mean, there's no stone we won't turn over, is there's some data that shows, like I was looking at school attendance data, in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, and when you make sure I say these stuff accurately. Like when you do a school feeding program, there's one school where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday they'd give the kids a free meal, and it's not like it's high quality. It's just like
Something,
nourishment, yeah.
Yeah.
And like the attendance on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday would be like 40% higher than Tuesday and Thursday because parents would know, hey, if I send my kid to school today, at least they'll be fed. And so with some of these, because we're doing everything we can to get kids off the farms, we set up feeding programs at certain schools near our farms where it actually lowers the child labor rate quite a bit because if the parent will way more higher probability of sending the kid to school if they know they're going to get at least one meal when they go there. And like one school, when they heard that we were going to start a school feeding program, like the weeks leading up to it, like over 100 kids enrolled, just because they heard that there was going to be free food there. And because it's like a community that farms cacao, most of those kids were obviously, if they weren't going to school, they were working in child labor on farms because that's just what the community does. And so that one also is pretty crazy because I see these kids in school and learning, and it helps break like the cycle of, well, if they never got an education, they're just going to do what their parents did, which is they're going to work on cacao farms. And if not seeing changes, farmers make less than $1 a day on average because big chocolate is very cheap and don't pay much. And so, if they don't get this education, they're just doomed to making less than $1 a day. And it's like pretty brutal. But then, you do the things we're doing for ethical sourcing, plus you start a school feeding program, and that fundamentally like will change their entire life. If they have education, they can get a different job in something that, pays more and blah, blah. And